Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have a few questions from you all, which is right over here, and I will be answering them as well as I can. So why not go ahead and jump into it? So the first question is from Just Cody on TikTok, and they ask, what is my favorite cosplay? Starting off with some hard ones. My favorite cosplay is kind of difficult to answer because I've done cosplays from closet cosplay all the way up until OCs to full wig, makeup, and costume cosplays. But I think one of my favorites, I have two favorites. One's an actual character, one's an OC. I think my favorites would be Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia, my closet cosplay of her from 2020. It was so amazing on what I could do when I was just starting out. It was like 2 years into cosplay, and it's really cool to like see that growth from then to now. And my other one is one of my OCs. She's my werewolf OC. I started cosplaying her last year, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to do much with her just because I don't have many ideas for her. If y'all have ideas for a werewolf OC, please send it to me. It would be so nice. But yeah, those are my two favorite cosplays I've ever done. Someone on Instagram, E, reached out to me and asked, have you ever written a book, fan fiction or otherwise? And if so, what is your favorite? The answer is yes, I've written books. I've written visual novels on Dorian. I've been translating some of them into actual novels to eventually get published. And I have written fan fiction, of course, as most people like I do. But I think my favorite's definitely one of the novels I've written, one of the visual novels I'm working on, and that is Banishing the Demon. And yeah, I think that's definitely one of my favorites. If you would like to read what I have out so far, go check out Dorian. It's just called Banishing the Demon, and it's under my profile as Lily Todoroki. So I hope some of you go read it, and if you don't read it, that's okay. I will eventually be having it coming out somewhere. Next, E asked me, what is the hardest cosplay you have done? That's really difficult because, again, I do a vast variety of cosplays. However, wigs are my kryptonite, and thus my hardest cosplay I've done is Julian from the Arcana. Azra's a close second because of the costume, but Julian from the Arcana because of his wig. I cut it, I tried styling it, and I cannot get that thing to look right. So, Julian is my hardest cosplay I've done. I've only cosplayed him once because of the wig, but it's still the hardest I've done. One of my friends on Discord asks, where can fans find you and see updates behind the scenes? And behind the scenes, sorry. Well, I'm glad you asked because I do actually have a Patreon, and it allows y'all to see videos early, see behind the scenes of some of my stories, to see behind the scenes of videos I've done, see behind the scenes of literally everything I do, kind of. There's some of you are able to see me being me. Some are able to see little shorts of the writings. Some just see the previews for a video coming out on the YouTube so they know what to expect. It's a vast variety on Patreon. If you don't want to join the Patreon, that is okay. I also have a Discord server that I update people with relatively often. And yeah, that's about it. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok and obviously YouTube. My Instagram and TikTok is Lily_Todoroki. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For where you can find me. Saba asks, where will you be interested in fan mail in the future? The answer to that is yes, hopefully. And I say that because I don't know. Because I would love to get like a post office, like a mailbox for y'all if y'all all really want to send, if you want to send stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to have one unless it's a demand. And mainly because, one, post boxes are kind of expensive to like keep, but also I just don't think there's a demand for it right now. If there is ever a demand for it, yes, I'll set one up. But as of now, not yet. Maybe in the future. Sabo also asks, will you be interested in fan collaborations? Yes. Yes. I am very much interested in fan collaborations. Of course, you can duet me on TikTok, but I am interested in doing like little videos with some of you all eventually. Of course, I have some collabs where I've worked with people I met offline, but it would be fun to do collabs with all of you at some point. One of my other friends on Discord asked, what inspired you to start cosplaying? This is from Royal on Discord. Funny you asked. There will be a video about it eventually. I am going to make one relatively soon, talking about what inspired me to cosplay, from other creators to my love to dress up. So there will be a full video about that because that could take me 20 minutes to explain. So Royal also asked, how do you choose a character to cosplay? Well, I mainly look at what I have in my closet. If I can find something and be like, that works for this character, I will do that and see what my hair can do. For a while, it was, what can I do with my long blonde hair? What can I do with what I have in my closet? But now it's more of, okay, I have 5 different wigs. I have a long blonde wig. I have a long brown wig. I have a short white wig, short red wig. I have a half and half wig for Todoroki. And then I have my natural hair now. How can I use it and manipulate either the wigs or my own hair? And then what do I have in my closet? But I mean, sometimes it's just, I fall in love with a character and it's like, I am going to cosplay you at some point, or I can cosplay you now. And it's just kind of characters that you bond with. What is your edit? One of my friends, Nirvana Storm, asked, what is your editing and videography process? Well, my editing and videography process is kind of different from what I've heard other people's are, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that, and my channel is gonna be completely this. That's not what my channel does, as most of you know. My channel is my love for cosplay, my love for dance, my love for videography, my love for Minecraft. It's my love for what I love to do, literally. It's literally just me doing what I love and making videos out of it. So I kind of pick what I want to film. So like, I was getting questions about what to do about stuff like this, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a Q&A video. Let me reach out to the Discord server. Discord server is the first thing I reach out to. So if you ever need, like, I wonder where Lily is. Discord server. That's where I'm at. And then I reached out to TikTok, and then I reached out to Instagram, and then YouTube, and I reached out to everyone, and I was like, hey, I'm planning on doing a Q&A video. Please send me questions. And y'all did. That's pretty much my videography process is like choosing something. If it requires a community, I'll reach out to my community, and if it doesn't, I record it, edit it, send it on its way. And talking about editing, I use CapCut. It's fairly easy to figure out, to cut and paste, and that's what I use for specifically my iPads and my phone. If I'm recording on my iPad or if I'm recording on my phone or whatever. Something else I like using is Final Cut Pro. However, that is a subscription base, so I do not suggest it, especially for beginner creators, but it is a really nice system, and that's actually how I learned how to edit. So yeah. Royal asks, what is the most challenging part of creating a cosplay? That's difficult because some characters, it's their personality. Figuring out, like, okay, I need to add like this in this character. But for some characters, it's their makeup. Their makeup's so extravagant and their hair is very simple. But majority of the time for me, the hardest part is the wigs. I'm not that good at hair. I am really good at hair, but I'm not good at hair, if that makes any sense. But makeup's my strong point besides eyeliner. Wigs, I can braid, I can do ponytails and pigtails, but like some wigs are just really hard, specifically with cutting it and stuff. So male wigs are the hardest part of cosplay for me. Royal also asks, how do you engage with your audience and create a community? Well, that would be again, the Patreon, Discord server, all that. I will have the Discord server and the Patreon link in the description if y'all want to join those. But that's how I engage with you all. I used to do live streams all the time. I'm still live streaming on Twitch, live streaming on TikTok and Instagram occasionally. I don't really live stream on Dorian as much anymore. But yeah, comments is how I reach out to a lot of you, mainly the Discord and the Patreon. That's how I kind of work with you all. And then Royal also asks, how do you manage your time between content creation and other responsibilities? The answer is I don't. I don't manage my time, which is really bad because some days I'll be like forgetting to study for an exam, study for a quiz. But sometimes it's bigger and I forget to write an essay, or I forget that I have something else to do. And then some days y'all go 4 weeks without a video instead of the normal 2. So finding a balance has been really difficult for me. Eventually I will, but currently non-existent. We will come back to this in a few years. We'll come back to that topic in a few years. Royal asks, what is your favorite project or video you've worked on? That's really hard because it actually hasn't happened yet because I've been planning it and I'm very excited for it. But currently my favorite video or project is probably my Truth and Lies or Banishing the Demon stuff. Truth and Lies started off as a series of cosplays that I did back in 2020, and then Banishing the Demon is actually from one of my nightmares. But it's a book that I've been writing and I love it. But again, creative block happens sometimes, as most people know. But it's just kind of my favorite thing hasn't happened yet. So hopefully that will happen soon because I'm very excited for it. And speaking of, Saba asked, what are some of your video ideas? First of all, let's talk about some video ideas I have for YouTube. Some video ideas for YouTube I have. Obviously, we have these Q&A videos. We have talking about how I got into cosplay. I also want to start doing a hardcore Minecraft survival. I've been trying to, but footage gets lost and things happen. I also want to start reading the Percy Jackson books and the Heroes of Olympus books and all those books and posting them for you all to listen to, especially with Project 2025 possibly putting them on the banned book list. I want to make all of my stuff into like easy for y'all to get to. But that's gonna be a while. And then TikTok and Instagram ideas. Funny thing is, I am working on Epic the Musical stuff. If y'all don't know what Epic the Musical is, it's an amazing musical. Search up Epic the Musical live stream on YouTube. You can find it, or Jorge Rivera's, or you will find it at some point, I'm sure, if you don't know what Epic the Musical is. But I'm planning on doing covers for all of the songs, along with Husband Hotel. That will happen eventually. But I'm planning on singing all of them because I love voice acting as it is. And then I have a cosplay idea that's in the works with a group of people. And then I have an idea with me as the content creator with some of my cosplays for that as well. So that's also in the works. And hopefully that will be completed over the next few months. So, yeah. Someone asked, what is your cosplay? Well, there's a lot. I want to eventually cosplay all of the Arcana characters along with their MCs, which I already have. I've already cosplayed Azra, Julian, Azra's MC, Julian's MC, Portia's MC, and Nadia's MC. So I only have about half left to do. So hopefully that'll be done at some point. But some of my big cosplay plans is Hazbin Hotel cosplays, of course, but also I want to cosplay. I want to make more OCs, of course. I want to cosplay my Banishing the Demon people, of course. But the big ones I'm very excited for is Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon and Sam Winchester from Supernatural. I'm really excited to hopefully cosplay those at some point. So, Royal asks, what future plans are you excited about? I've kind of already answered this. Mainly the Epic the Musical stuff. I am really excited to film those and get those going. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, Royal asks, what advice would you give someone starting cosplay or content creation? Let's have a chat, okay? Content creation and cosplay is very difficult. Not so much that you have to be a professional to do it. It's time consuming. It's draining. It's a lot. It really is. For cosplay, start off with closet cosplays. Start off with things you find in your house, clothes that your mom has, you have, your dad has, something, and then like work with what you already have. Don't go out buying wigs or buying a costume that you're only going to wear once because you don't like a character. Just find stuff that you can do and see if you like a character before you go and cosplay them for a while. Because it's kind of like a waste of money if you do that. As a content creator, don't go out buying things if you might get burned out so fast. Like, I haven't had a mic until this year. So now we have a mic. But like, you don't need a mic. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need anything like that. Use your phone. Use your iPad. Use something that you already have. Also, don't be discouraged by mean comments because they're gonna happen. You have to find the right side of the algorithm, and it takes a while to find. So, if you get caught on the wrong side of the algorithm, there's gonna be some mean comments. And yes, it's awesome to see comments, that are nice, but feel free to turn off the comments because some of them are not so nice and it'll drain you and make you not want to do it. And especially if you love it, you want to keep doing it. So be cautious of that and be willing to turn off comments if it starts to affect you. Royal asks, how do you handle creative blocks or lack of inspiration? Well, I wish I could avoid them, but I can't. And it's something that will happen. Everyone will get them. So don't be surprised if you get them when you start creating content or something. But I take mental health breaks. I tell my community, hey, I'm going to be taking a mental health break for a month or 2 months or whatever. It's been 4 since I told them that last. I'm not completely on a mental health break, but I still am. But taking mental health breaks is very important. Taking care of yourself first. Your community will understand, and I know mine has, and I'm glad that they understand. Because again, I go sometimes a month without giving y'all content, and I apologize profusely about it. But when it comes to like writing creative blocks, like writer's block, step back. It means you're working too hard. It means you're trying to do too much, and you need a break. I take breaks. I take a lot of breaks. I've been working on a story for 4 years. Not working on that story anymore. It's kind of on a hiatus for forever. But for Banishing the Demon, I've been working on it like a line a day, and it's eventually getting it done. But it's a lot, so take things slow. That's how I handle that, and that's actually all of the questions I have from you all about content creation. So I hope that this helped y'all understand more about me and help get to know me in any way, in any way that these questions asked. If y'all have any more questions, feel free to comment. I'll do this in a year or two, probably. So if y'all ever have questions, I will keep writing them down and having them to go. And yeah, I hope to see you all very soon. And that's it for today. So thank you all so much. I will get more videos started and edited, and hopefully y'all will have some for at least the rest of the year. So I hope to see you all soon. Bye everyone.